So today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own infinity scarf. It is getting cold. It is pretty much, you know, weather here. I am in Dallas, so you know, the weather has been up and down in like the 30s and then like the 50s and things like that. So I think it's time to go ahead and show you guys how to make an infinity scarf. Like I said, it is getting colder. So we're going to be using just a basic stitch. I did a demonstration on how to just sew a straight line stitch. So if you want to check that video out first, I'll link it up in the description bar, below in the description bar, and then also somewhere in this box I'll put it up. But anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna be showing you how to do an infinity scarf. Okay, so you're first gonna need, this is a yard of fabric, exactly a yard of fabric, and this fabric is already turned inside out. So what I'm gonna do is, if you need to even the fabric up a little bit, then of course just go ahead and get your fabric all evened up. And depending on how thick you want your scarf to be, you can leave it this thickness. So what I was saying before my camera shut off on me, I was cutting this excess fabric off. Alright you guys, so I hope you can see this. So I'm just now gonna pin the end of my fabric. Using that technique that I showed you on my last video. If you haven't checked out my last video, then I will have the link listed in the description bar. And then also, I guess somewhere here in this box. But I'm basically pinning my fabric down all the way, making sure that it's even first of all. Okay, so now that I have pinned my fabric down, all the way down the side. And remember, we're pinning on the wrong side of the fabric, okay? Not the pretty side. So now I'm just going to sew this line straight down using my basic stitch. Okay, so now I have my fabric here on my machine. I'm going to be using a silver thread. Depending on what type of color, what color you chose for your scarf, you'll just go based off your color. So I'm going to be using a silver thread that I already have here in my machine. And I'm going to go ahead and start sewing straight down. Go, and it's okay if you sew. One thing about this pinning technique is that you can sew actually over your needles. It won't damage your needles at all. And then I'm gonna back stitch. Okay, to hold the stitch in place. And then sewing. And with thicker fabric, you want to, of course, with any fabric, just guide the fabric all the way through. Okay, so I'm just taking my fabric. I've sewn my pieces together. I hope you can see me. I've sewn everything, and like I said, I am gonna go back and finish my raw edges. But for now, I am going to, because I want to show you on a different video how to hem your raw edges. I'm just going to pull what is inside out. I'm going to pull it right side in. And so now you have the pretty side of your fabric. Okay? And then you are going to, let me get this right. Then you're going to hem these two sides together. Like this. You're going to hem it just like that. Sorry, not hem. You're going to sew these two pieces together. Okay? And I'm just going to pin the fabric exactly how I had it before. Or if you're brave enough to not pin your fabric, because it's such a short piece. You don't have to, but I'm gonna pin it. So, and then I'm gonna sew it. Okay, and now I'm just hemming, like I said, the two ends together. So that way we have the infinity scarf. So hem, and then back stitch. All right, and just continue. I'm not gonna pull any of my pins out. This is what it looks like. Let me pull out the pins. If I can get my life together. Pull out the pins. And you should have now pretty much like a big circle. And you're just gonna flip it inside out. You might have some little strings come through, but you can go ahead and just cut those off. It's not gonna hurt you to cut off the strings. Okay. And then now let's see what it looks like on. Okay, so that was my tutorial for you today, the infinity scarf. I hope this was easy for my beginners out there. This was my first tutorial for my sewing series for beginners. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It will notify you once I have uploaded my next video. And yeah, that's pretty much what it will do. And then of course you come to my channel and you watch my videos. So yeah, and of course if you have any other tutorial suggestions that you want to see here on my channel, then of course just comment below, or now you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. You can send me a comment and just tell me what you want to see for the beginner sewer series, or you know, just in general on my channel for sewing. So yeah, I will see you guys on my next video, and again, thank you guys so much for watching.